In my opinion, blame shifting is also manipulation and gaslighting. And apparently, blame shifting can be happening a lot to us sensitive people, sensitive souls. We're starseeds, we're earth angels, incarnated angels, chosen ones of God, sensitive empaths, highly sensitive people, and we feel and think a lot every single day of our lives, and we have divine spiritual gifts within us, as well as our intuition, especially as sensitive women. But it is a problem. It is a huge issue of abusive treatment and emotional, psychological abuse when blame shifting happens. And especially as a sensitive woman, you can notice when you think back what has been happening in your life or what is even currently happening in your life. You can be dealing with a narcissistic man and you don't necessarily even realize it because you've already gone through childhood trauma, you've had narcissistic parents, you've been the family scapegoat, so it can be very difficult for you to start setting those healthy boundaries and actually understand that you deserve better, that you actually deserve healthy treatment, that healthy treatment is how it should be. And there are healthy people in the world, so not everyone is abusive. But it's so unfortunate that us chosen ones, we can encounter these abusive people very, very often, apparently. And I wish that it did not happen, but it does. And when it came from your loved ones, it started with your narcissistic parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, family members, fake friends, random people, you know, because it can happen from anyone, anytime, anywhere, any place. So we can truly never know when it's going to be happening again. All we can do is, you know, just pray and try to work to maintain our own peace of mind, protect our own peace of mind, because again, it's a too expensive price to pay to be suffering because someone has issues that they're trying to pour onto you. But that is blame shifting, it's manipulation, it's gaslighting, it's emotional abuse, it's coercive control, it's all of those things. And what is blame shifting? Blame shifting is when somebody is trying to blame you for their own problems, their issues, whatever they are dealing with. They are pouring it into you as if it is your problem. And unfortunately, when we're empaths, we can easily attract these avoidant people as well as narcissistic avoidant people. So it is a heavy topic that we should pay attention to so that we can be discerning better who and what is for us. To be aware, is this person really healthy for me to be around or not? Are they, again, trying to blame shift their issues onto me? And of course, I think the heaviest is when it happens from your loved ones, that you actually ended up having strong feelings for someone, or they were your own parent, or someone who has been dear to you, and they end up doing that to you. It is toxic energy, it's toxic behavior. That person who is practicing that blame shifting onto you, they are carrying demons, they're carrying issues within themselves that they are battling with, but they don't know how to be healing themselves. They don't repent to God. They don't acknowledge their sins and whatever it is that is causing this. They don't look inward. Instead, they pour it into you like it solves anything. And of course, if it keeps on happening, then I think it's also, again, a lesson for you to learn to stay away from those people, to be cutting off such people from your life, to be minimizing all contact with that source of people, because You cannot heal them. All you can do is pray for them, hope for the best, send your love, you know. But, you know, it can just hurt you because typically they attack you. So the more you try to be kind and understanding to them and show your love and care to them, they can end up pushing you away even more and hurting you. And it can be traumatizing in that way. So that is why it's just not working. And you might have to remind yourself many times that you're not responsible for their issues, that the problem is not in you. The problem is not you. And you have your own problems to deal with. You have your own life. So you are allowed to have your own healthy needs. And they should be respecting that. But when you're dealing with a person like this, they don't likely respect. They don't show you respect because they are so wounded. Their inner child needs healing. They need to be able to heal and seek help from somewhere else and not be hurting you or trying to pour all that pain onto you. So basically all you can do is communicate your boundary that you're not going to be putting up with that. Like, for example, if this is a romantic interest, you are a sensitive woman dealing with a man like this, and they are claiming that you are the problem, you're toxic, things like that. So it's the same thing as with narcissists, with narcissistic men. They project themselves onto us sensitive women, thinking that they could just get away with it, assuming, hoping, and thinking that we will just carry their problems for them, that we will just understand endlessly and be loyal and kind to them while they are abusing us, while they're being mean to us and hurting us and traumatizing us in that process. They can scare the shit out of us. They can shock us in many, many ways. So it's just unbearable. It can be such severe psychological abuse, and it's not acceptable. So that is why the only option basically is pray for safety, protection, protect your peace. Tell them that you're not going to be accepting that sort of treatment. Of course, block them off if that is your only choice. It can be, well, depending on how severe their behavior is. But again, it's not at all, it's not acceptable, and it's not worthy of losing your mental and physical health, losing your sleep, losing your peace of mind, just because they have issues. They might have projected this fantasy onto you that you are somehow their savior, angel woman, you know, this fantasy person that doesn't even exist. And this is also one of the reasons why I've been lately talking about the concept of a romantic relationship when you're dealing with an avoidant person, because it can be so traumatizing. They can be so insecure. You can be dealing with such an insecure man. So insecure women and men are typically avoidant as well, and they can be narcissistic. So they need so much healing. They have demons within them. So how can you ever be truly happy and peaceful and stable with a person like that? No, they need healing. So you need to let them go and let them heal in their own time. And if they come back and if it's okay with you, then, you know, the healed version is okay. And I think it's a trap if you think that this person is your soulmate or twin flame. So I don't like to basically put a label on anything. Just listen to your heart. As a sensitive person, especially as sensitive women, we should always listen to ourselves. First and foremost, our own intuition, our gut feelings, you know. when it comes to romantic relationships, when it comes to people, so that we're not abandoning ourselves, especially when we have already gone through narcissistic abuse since children. We have been the family scapegoats, we have been people pleasers. So maybe you are a recovering people pleaser, you want to self differentiate, so you need to stay on that path. But like I've been saying, whether it doesn't matter what the spiritual concept of that relationship is, but what matters is that there should be normal human decency, normal respect, able to build trust with time and effort. We should not be ever just jumping into relationships, but taking the time to actually build trust, actually build that connection, that love with someone, because it takes time. It doesn't happen just, with the snap of fingers overnight, as an overnight miracle. Whoops, now I'm with you in a relationship. No, it's not rational. It's not reality to be acting that way. So of course we can cherish the connection, the love, yes, but that's another thing. But again, if you're dealing with an insecure person, an insecure man, as an empath woman, they can end up being controlling. They can end up practicing coercive control on you. They can tell you very early that they love you, for example, and it can feel like they know you already, even if you just met. So these situations really take a lot of discernment, and of course if you set boundaries with that man and you communicate your authentic feelings, then you will see the result, what they do, because they can end up blocking you, for example. They can end up taking distance from you because they see that their manipulative, controlling tactics are not working with you, so they don't know what to do. So pay attention to these signs. If someone is showing controlling signs too early on, jealous signs, telling you how much they love you, they don't even know you, and then they start to blame shift. So I would say that you're dealing with a rather immature, broken person here who is not a real grown man. He's not that yet. He's a little boy looking for a love, validation, attention, and acceptance. And basically they are treating you as their mother figure, as their parent, which they should not be doing. So pay attention to how they treat you and how they make you feel, and act accordingly. So again, what I think is important to just do some breath work, do energy cleansing, let go of this person. If you can talk with them rationally, then of course that's a different situation, if that works out, but usually it doesn't, especially if they already lash out on you. They don't just calm down just like that. So they would have to really start doing their own healing, inner work. And of course it's not a one-night miracle. So let them go, let them do their healing work, and show you if they can be a better man for you. And you might have to remind yourself multiple times, depending on the situation and your feelings, of course, that you are not the problem here, that they are. They have created their own problem. They were trying to pour you, drag you along with them, to pour all their problems onto you for no reason, as if you need to carry them for them. So of course it's not acceptable. only a mother to a son can do that. If you are a child, your parent has to be helping you with everything. But when we are adults and we're strangers, we don't even know each other, there should be respectful space. So I hope this helps. Thank you for liking and sharing this video and subscribing to my YouTube channel, of course. You can follow me on Instagram and Threads and support me there as well. I would appreciate it if you write me kind greetings. If you have questions about working with me, I do one-on-one sessions. So if you're interested, the links are always on my Instagram bio and Threads bio, and of course under my YouTube videos. So yeah, I would look forward to working with you guys who resonate with my messages, with my story, with my energy, who are sensitive souls out there, who have been bullied and abused by narcissistic people, and you just want peace, you just want a better life for yourself. So I can help you create that for yourself. So let's get in touch.